On today, I'd like to call your attention to John chapter 5. And I'd like to read in your hearing from verses 1 through verses 15. And I would like to place emphasis upon verse 3 as well as verse 5 and 6. But you'll find these words in John chapter 5. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool, and troubled the water. Whosoever then first after the troubling of the water stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. And a certain man was there, which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie, and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool, but while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. Jesus said unto him, Rise, take up thy bed and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath. The Jews therefore said unto him that was cured, It is the Sabbath day. It is not lawful for thee to carry thy bed. He answered them, He that made me whole, the same said unto me, Take up thy bed and walk. Then asked they him, What man is that which said unto thee, Take up thy bed and walk? And he that was healed wist not who it was, for Jesus had conveyed himself away, a multitude being in that place. Afterward Jesus findeth him in the temple, and said unto him, Behold, thou art made whole. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come unto thee. The man departed, and told the Jews that it was Jesus which had made him whole. I want you to notice in verse 3, verse 5, and 6, in these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. And a certain man was there which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? For a little while, I like to talk from the subject. You have been waiting for a long time. You have been waiting for a long time. In fact, sometimes all we can do is wait. Although waiting is not one of our strong suits, mainly because we live in a speed world and have all sorts of fast foods, fast cars, fast planes, fast money, and all kinds of fast computers. However, we need to learn how to depend on God while we wait. We need to learn how to ask Him to guide us, teach us, and give us patience. Because sometimes waiting is a part of God's plan. And we need to learn how to use waiting time profitably and to grow in our present circumstances, whatever they may be. Because no one is exempt from waiting. So be obedient to God's command. And don't become impatient. And neither should you wait in a pity party. Nor should you wait doing nothing. Instead, John chapter 5 teaches us you should wait with hope, with the expectation of the God shall be fulfilled.